Everyone, it's Matt Martin with the Grass Factor. So I've been talking about this video I'm doing regarding this product called Anuvia. So I'll get further into Anuvia later on in the video. However, I kind of wanted to give you a quick rundown, show you what the product looks like. Again, I met those guys while at the GIE. This is a product that's going to be distributed by Harrells. And basically this is going to be a biosolid product, kinda. They take a waste stream, so it's going to be a sewage-based material. They use sulfur to clean it, which is going to boost the sulfur content actually in the final fertilizer product. Then after it's sterile, with the reaction with the sulfur, they put it into a reactor, hit it with the sulfur, it sterilizes it. Then they inject it with anhydrous ammonia, and then they finally prill it with an iron product, and then they shoot it with a non-dust component. So comes out to like a 16:1:2 analysis. This is going to be a direct competitor to Screamin Green, and this is going to be a video that later on I'm going to do a results video that's a side-by-side comparison of Anuvia to Screamin Green. Quick little rundown. This is not going to be the end-all be-all of fertilizers. This is going to be a great fertilizer. Where this is going to fit in my program in terms of cost, it's not going to be something I can use throughout the entire year. However, this may be something that I use late summer that is going to be safe. It's not going to cause a lot of harm or burn potential, and due to the iron content, I'll get a good color boost, and I can effectively apply a ½ pound of N with it, and safely do so no matter really the temperature, and get a good, consistent, long period of release. So it's one thing to keep in mind. Why this won't take the place of a product like my RGS is that there's no plant hormone delivery that comes from the kelp in the RGS. So again, this is just another tool to add into the arsenal during those periods of stress, or to help mitigate stress or recover from stress. This is basically that. It's another tool in the arsenal. So let me show you a little bit of the product, and then I'll get into the interview with the guys from Anuvia, and then at the end of the video I'll show you a straight video of the actual production process. It's really neat. All right, check it out. All right, y'all, so here is the actual prilled product. This is prilled. This is going to be the lawn size, so this is going to be their larger prill size. It's actually still very small, very fine. It's not dusty, as you can see. They're complete prills, and what's interesting about this product is that it's homogeneous. So it's not a blended 16:1:2. That means each and every prill in here is a 16:1:2 with the sulfur content with the iron. So you get all your nutrients delivered with each individual prill. That way you don't have to worry about prill distribution. That's not a factor here. Obviously during the blending process, a little bit of additional fertilizers get thrown in here. That's that blue prill there. But everything you see that's this brown color is the actual Anuvia. That's pretty good looking. So here's the analysis. As you can see, it is a 16:1:2, and the overwhelming majority of this, 90% of it, is ammoniacal nitrogen. So that means it's going to be an ammonia-based nitrogen. That means it's going to be readily plant available. There's no hydrolysis that has to take place like the urea reaction with urease. It's all plant available, and then it's tied up with this water insoluble nitrogen. That's going to be the quote-unquote biosolid part of it. And then you can see it's 17% sulfur and 3% iron. So if you look here, it's got derivatives from ammonium sulfate, muriate of potash, protein hydrolysate, ferrous ammonium sulfate, ferrous sulfate, iron humate. So what's interesting about this is that the way they actually granulate it by using the iron, they're using an iron humate. And basically that's going to chelate the iron. As far as the rest of the nutrients that are going to be in here, it's going to vary a bit based on the waste stream that they're actually pulling the ingredients from. But by being able to inject it with anhydrous ammonia and sulfur, they're always going to be able to reach this 16-1-2, 17% sulfur, 3% iron. So that's going to be the backstory on Anuvia. So now I'll jump into the interview I did with the actual guys that run the show there. What's up, everyone? It's Matt Martin with the Grass Factor. I've hinted at using new products moving into next year, and you know, some of you kind of know my background, the history I had, a little bit of struggles as I went through this spring, and so actively seeking for a new product, I found one that's full-fledged, it's in full force, it's available now, and it's called
At Anuvia Plant Nutrients, we're committed to giving organic suppliers a greener, more efficient way to use organic material. Through a proprietary 7-step process, we turn organic materials into novel, slow-release, homogeneous, multi-nutrient products that are socially, environmentally, and economically sustainable.
And I'm here with the guys from Anuvia to talk a little bit about their product. This is interesting. There's not really much access for guys like me to something that's affordable, that's homogeneous, but Anuvia is exactly that. So I wanted to speak to them today and let them tell you a little bit about the production process, what makes this product unique, renewable and sustainable. So from an organic perspective, we still get those soil building properties. However, by using that carbon to tie up our nutrients, we still get the effective delivery that we're looking for. So I'll let him tell you about the manufacturing process.
Yeah, Matt, thanks so much, man. You know, we've developed a process to take organic waste. And what's really unique is that we can use any organic waste stream there is. So we can use animal waste, food waste, municipal wastewater streams, or industrial waste like pulp from the orange juice factory. So with that, we can run those. We can take it. It's kind of like a toothpaste when it comes into our plant, and we then react it with sulfuric acid, and that adds sulfur to our product. And then also we after that hydrolysis system that it goes through goes into our next one, which we add anhydrous ammonia, and that raises the pH, adds nitrogen, a really cool form of nitrogen. So, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So then after that, we have a liquid, and we take that liquid and we granulate it and turn it into an awesome, as Matt said, homogeneous multi-nutrient fertilizer. And there's a couple cool things about it. One is, if a plant's going to go looking for nitrogen, it's going to look for nitrogen in the ammoniacal form. We provide that source. And what's unique is because of the way that we react these organics, we create a slow release mechanism that allows that ammoniacal nitrogen to release out over a fairly long period of time. What's also unique is that everything in the prill is slow release. The sulfur, the iron. So you get this unbelievable deep dark greening over a 6 to 8 to maybe even 10-week period, depending on where you are in the country. So we're really excited. We do have this incredible way of consuming and using organic waste, and otherwise it would go into a landfill and cause all kinds of problems. So we've created a way to take this pretty cool resource, grab the amino acids out of it, turn it into something that's really cool for grass. Grass loves nitrogen, loves sulfur, loves iron, and we provide all of that in all the most available forms for that plant to take in.
So, in my opinion, this is probably the coolest thing we've got going on right now. I'm not exactly sure that this is exactly new technology, but this is technology that's maybe been dialed in to be as accurate as it is now.
It's pretty new, man.
This is new.
You bet.
Okay, and they're operating out of Florida. They got a big new plant down there, and one of the questions I had is, having a product like this, if this is something you get behind, it's a newer product, how long is it going to be around? And they've got a great group of investors behind them. They've got an awesome business model. They're actually being able to reuse waste coming from places we'll say like Disney. And this provides an outlet for Disney, and they're able to recycle it back into something that we can use as an end user. So the business model's there, the nutrient, the actual product itself is there, and it's sustainable. And so, moving into the future, it's not something we really have to worry about being here for a couple of years and then going away, falling in love with a product that's homogeneous and then losing it. So we're there with it. As far from the technology standpoint, like he was explaining, the fact that we have access to ammoniacal nitrogen that's being tied up with an organic source, can't beat that. How much access do we have to that? We don't have it. So this is really, really awesome stuff. And this kind of ties into where everybody wants to get onto the carbon-based organics, carbon-based fertility board. But this is taking that next step into something that's just awesome and more better. So more better. I can't believe I said that. Anyway, more better is great. More better is great. I'm out there. Long night last night. Okay, so moving forward is I've got some tests that are going to be coming up with Anuvia, and I'm going to be comparing them side by side against the products I used last spring, and just to give you a little side by side comparison on a 2-week, 4-week, 6-week follow-up on how each of the products are performing. And I probably wouldn't be shooting this video with these guys if their product wasn't working really well. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'm going to try and adjust the camera and let you say bye.
Hey, thanks a lot, Matt. Appreciate the opportunity, man.
Absolutely. All right, y'all, take it easy.
Once production begins, organic materials are moved to the conditioning mixer, where dry and wet organic materials are mixed together to achieve the desired % moisture. Iron sulfate is added to act as a hardening agent for our granules and is a key part of our product's nutrient profile. This is the first step in building our homogeneous multi-nutrient product. This mixture is then moved to the first of 2 hydrolysis chambers, where it is mixed with sulfuric acid. This single step accomplishes 4 things. First, it adds sulfur, a key plant nutrient, to the mix. Second, it breaks down proteins in the organic materials into short-chain molecules, including the amino acids that form the foundation of our organic matrix. Third, it raises the temperature and reduces the pH of the mixture, which aids in breakdown and sterilization. And finally, it gives the mixture a smooth, liquid consistency that is easy to handle. At this point, the mixture is ready to undergo the second stage of hydrolysis. During this stage, we add anhydrous ammonia to our mixture. It acts as the main source of nitrogen in our formula, helps neutralize the pH, and completes the formation of the organic matrices. These matrices are the foundation for our product's natural slow-release properties, and the key property that reduces leaching or volatilization of our product into the environment. From the second hydrolysis chamber, the mixture is sprayed onto a bed of dry material inside a rotating drum until granules reach the appropriate size. More ammonia is also mixed in at this stage to complete pH neutralization, and a hardening agent ensures high granule quality. Once formation is complete, granules are dried, sorted by size to serve the different market needs, air-cooled, and sorted again to ensure all off-size granules have been filtered out. Finally, the granules are sprayed with tall oil compound to seal them and immobilize dust. After finishing, granules are transported to a standard plant nutrient warehouse for distribution.